If there's one thing I learned growing up, it's that life has a cause and effect vibe going on. Fuck around and find out method, if you will. One moment you're good. The next moment you're in the fight of your life and all you said was, let's go to the slides. I can picture several times in my life where I'm just doing something completely normal and it almost resulted in me getting deleted out of this reality over my own dumbassery. Side note, totally unrelated. Do you ever just wonder why people who can't swim go to the pool? You're just seriously willingly walking into a death trap. The Saw movies look like a good time to you, huh? I was a lifeguard and this guy literally went to the deep end, looked at me dead in my eyes, just let go and sank to the bottom. Real talk? If you know you can't swim and you're going to the deep end, natural selection. Whatever happens, that's on you. Look, what I'm trying to say is, why would you put you or your family member in a situation where they could drown? When I was a lifeguard, it just didn't make sense to me. But as a child, I completely understood. Live life to the fullest, expand your horizons, and other phrases. Just send it. And while you're at it, make somebody else do it too. You don't want to die alone. Not gonna lie, this is what almost turned me into a statistic. Except I didn't get thrown out into the deep end, my cousin Kevin did. And I'm the one who put him there. Confessing to attempted murder is not how I wanted to start this. I should have titled this video, I almost unalived my best friend. Because what happens is 1000% my fault. My family loved going to the pool, right? And this pool was the greatest. #1, all-time favorite. It had the highest high dives, the deepest deep ends, and the best slides in the city. When you're 5 or 6, it doesn't get better than this. And around that age, you just kind of want to test what you can do. Run around, explore, cheat death. Like, I was watching my nephew, right? And one day I was just chilling, not paying attention, and he's jumping from the kitchen downstairs to the couch in the living room. Like, legitimately a 10-foot drop. And I have never been more proud because I was doing the same thing. And terrified. If something happened, I'd be finished. I can't fight my older brother. Bro's too big. Bro, pause. Bro, why did I draw it like this? It looks like he's about to take my cheek. But you get the point. I was on that kind of energy. Not this kind of energy, that kind of energy. Full of confidence. Nothing's holding me back. I'm ready to embark on a journey. And I wanted to take my cousin Kevin with me. And now Kev's normally down with it. I jump, he jumps. He eats, I eat. But if I swim, that's just not for him. That's the homie though. We did a lot together growing up. But at this age, he just couldn't swim very well. And before I go further, it's not like I just tossed him in there. Yet, I made sure that he could at least doggy paddle. Not gonna lie, even his doggy paddle looked like a pug with no arms trying to swim. With no arms, with no front legs. You know what I mean? But bottom line is, I needed him to swim. It's the only way to get to the slides that we were finally tall enough to ride. We couldn't leave going through our childhood, our day-to-day life without experiencing the greatest thing that man has ever created for a 5 and 6-year-old. It became our reason for living. But to get there, we had to cross the adult pool. This pool was like 12 feet deep and 100 meters in each direction. It's massive. If you're not an elite 6-year-old swimmer or a regular teen, crossing this is a death sentence. And I decided I'm that elite 6-year-old swimmer. Not by choice though. Growing up, my mom trained me to swim every single day. I say trained because I didn't get to play unless she knew I wouldn't drown, because she wanted to sleep. That's a big brain single mother play right there. I don't blame her. So I'm thinking I'm ready for this. And I kind of decided Kev is too. Kev didn't get the same training I got. He was still in swim lessons. He was failing swim lessons, and I completely disregarded that. I figured he would just learn the way I learned, by just sending it, trial by fire. If you make it, you make it. If you don't, I was trying to convince him so hard. It was like, and I don't really do voices, but I'm gonna give him the deepest voice I can. Look, I really don't know about this. I don't know how to swim. You can doggy paddle, you got this. That's not swimming, that's barely avoiding drowning. Got this, trust. I almost drowned in the bathtub 2 nights ago. I'm not going.
I'll carry you.
What about the sidewalk? Let's be so freaking for real right now. If you're at the pool, you gotta swim 90% of the way to any destination. As a kid, you're only allowed to take the sidewalk if you're jumping in immediately after. Even as an adult, it's still pretty lame, not gonna lie. That's why in resorts they have swim up bars. No one's trying to walk anywhere. You're not allowed to just take the sidewalk. It's rule 1, basic stuff. The second you decide that the sidewalk is an okay thing to take, you become a traitor to your childhood. And I don't know about you, but there's just no way that I could do that to myself. Also, it's hot as hell. 105+ weather. There was wind, it felt like a blow dryer on your whole body. You could drop a bag of ice and that bag of ice would burst into flames. I'm not roasting my dogs when I can force both of us to cross an enormous gap with little to no ability to swim, okay? It's a would you rather question. Guaranteed pain or potential probable death. And I'm really bad at making smart decisions, so we're going to cross one way or another. I told Kev, bro, you can do whatever you want. Walk on the sidewalk, that's on you. Disobey the one unspoken rule of the pool. 12 and under CIA, come and get your ass, that's on you. Man, they really beat the hell out of that guy. But do you, because I'ma do me. Which always heavily implies that you're gonna be shamed if you choose wrong. Manipulation at its finest. And like, let's be 100% clear, I haven't done this either. I'm not taking my cousin on the safari with a machete and a map. I'm low-key terrified too. This is all fake confidence. You will learn very quickly I don't have much of that, but I do it. And you know when you finally do that one thing that you've been scared of doing, and you realize it just really isn't that deep. It's not even that scary. It's actually really relaxing. Water's balancing out the heat from the sun. My stars feel like they're aligning. My moon's milli rocking. I feel like I'm in my element. Pure bliss. I said I'd carry him, I didn't think I'd actually need it. Like, I'm pretty sure he's just freaking out. Like, it probably looked a little bit more like this. But to me, it felt like this. I'd say we were fighting, but that involves me fighting back. And honestly, I'm just eating punch after punch. He's speed bagging my shit. I'm trying to get him off. Pause. But he's got anxiety strength. I know that kind of strength, you know that kind of strength. We both know even Zendaya is squatting full cars off that level of adrenaline. Fight or flight mode is active, and we're in the middle of this big ass pool, so flight's out the question. It was like fist fighting a bear. He's putting them paws on me. I don't even know how I'm barely staying afloat. Half the breaths I'm taking are straight pool water cocktails. He's trying to use me as a floaty, not realizing that his hands are knives, and I'm leaking. I'm leaking for real. But I grow a conscience. I realize I don't have to take this. I swim down and pop back up, and bro is treading fine. We make direct eye contact, and he's freaking out a little bit, but he's doing good. I start trying to calm him down, make him realize that he's swimming. I'm just trying to instill the confidence to push through with me, because we've already made it this far. He's got it. I believe in him. This is light work. I'll be real, I'm actually drowning at this point. You know how cats scramble when they fall into water? That was Kev. And although he's not strong enough to actually knock someone out with his punch, his legs are. The fuck was that?
It's not my fault.
Wait, you beat my ass for like the last 2 minutes straight.
It's honestly your fault.
I just drank 3 gallons of piss and chlorine water.
I told you I can't swim.
You're swimming now. Fine, fuck it, whatever. Let's just walk.
I've been saying that.
We finally made our way to the slides, escaped the heat, dipped our toes into the little pool at the end. All of that for this moment. For the magnum opus, the creme de la creme, Schmiegel's ring, Dobby's sock. Why am I comparing us to these little gremlin characters? Because that's how we were looking when the lady told us we weren't tall enough. Damn. All of that for nothing. You wanna try to swim back?